Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel 100% Pure Elvis. The next upload that I want to share with you all today is my review of some selected titles of Elvis's albums from the 1970s. I don't have all of them in front of me. I'm just showing you a selected few, and what I'll do across the coming week, I will do more of my 60s, 50s collection as well, and more of my 1970s vinyl collection as well. So I just want to start with some of the 1970s releases on vinyl. The first one that I want to share with you all is Elvis Country, and it has I'm 10,000 years old, Elvis Country. And as you can see, great image of a young Elvis there on the front cover. And on the right, again, with his mother and father, Gladys and Vernon, Elvis at the age of 2. And on the back of Elvis Country, great image of Elvis there. I would say that image is possibly 1970. And again, the catalogue number for the vinyl that I have in my collection is INTS 5111. So again, INTS 5111. The track listing on Elvis Country is as follows. Side 1, Snowbird, Tomorrow Never Comes, Little Cabin on the Hill, whole lot of shaking going on. Funny How Time Slips Away, I Really Don't Want to Know. Side 2, There Goes My Everything, It's Your Baby You Rock It, The Fool, Faded Love, I Washed My Hands in Muddy Water, Make the World Go Away, and I Was Born About 10,000 Years Ago. So again, great track listing for this album. It's always a well-loved album through in the Elvis world, and again, it's not my personal favourite from the 1970s. I will show you which that one is as we go along. But on here, I absolutely adore Tomorrow Never Comes. I Really Don't Want to Know. Funny How Time Slips Away. Faded Love, The Fool. But all great tracks on Elvis Country. So again, where does this sit in your top 10 of Elvis favourite albums? Does it sit in the top 10? So again, that is the first one, Elvis Country. The next one is my favourite from the 1970s. Elvis, That's the Way It Is. This is my favourite because I love the track listing. I think they're all strong songs, and it's just my favourite album, and that's all I can say. I just think it's a very strong album. So of course, again, great image of Elvis there in concert. I think that's from around 1969, 1970. Now, of course, this isn't the original 1970s vinyl. This is the reissue, but again, was originally released in the 1970s. And on the flip, I just love the back sleeve design on That's the Way It Is. All these different images of Elvis on stage. It's a great touch from the sleeve designer, whoever designed this record sleeve. And the track listing on That's the Way It Is. I Just Can't Help Believing, 20 Days and 20 Nights, How the Web Was Woven, Patch It Up, Mary in the Morning, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. Side 2, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, I've Lost You, Just Pretend, Stranger in the Crowd, The Next Step Is Love, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Now, this is a favourite album of mine because there is not one song on there that I feel is weak. They're all strong songs, and Elvis sings each and every one of them with such emotion. And for me, I just can't choose a favourite, but all great tracks on That's the Way It Is. Next one that I want to share, Elvis Now. An album that didn't perform that well for Elvis when it was originally released in the 1970s. And again, you got a picture of Elvis there in concert. Again, I would say that is from around 1970. I have uploaded this recently, so again, catalogue number SF8266, and again just promoting the Gold Award Hits Volume 1 and the Other Side Hits Volume 2. And then we have side 1, Help Me Make It Through the Night, Miracle of the Rosary, Hey Jude, Put Your Hand in the Hand, Until It's Time for You to Go. Side 2, We Can Make the Morning, Early Morning Rain, Sylvia, Fools Rushing Where Angels Fear to Tread, I Was Born About 10,000 Years Ago. So again, some great tracks on there, and I love We Can Make the Morning, Put Your Hand in the Hand, Until It's Time for You to Go. So again, another good album in my estimation and opinion. The next one we have is Elvis Good Times, and I really do enjoy this album. So again, I think that image of Elvis is probably from around 74, 75. Again, if I am incorrect in any of my information, please leave comments below. So again, I have the original HMV sticker at the top there, and it says £4.99. And on the Good Times album, so the catalogue number first and foremost is APL10475, and the track listing for Good Times is as follows. Side A, Take Good Care of Her, Love in Arms, I Got a Feeling in My Body, If That Isn't Love, She Wears My Ring. Side B, I've Got to Think About You Baby, My Boy, Spanish Eyes, Talk About the Good Times, Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues. Out of all, I absolutely adore Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues, I've Got to Think About You Baby, Spanish Eyes, Love in Arms. But again, all great tracks on such a superb album. The next one is Raised on Rock. Again, an album that actually didn't perform that well in the United Kingdom for Elvis, but again, I feel it is a very strong album. But again, an image of Elvis there on stage in around 1971. Let me just zoom in for you. And I know you've all seen all these releases before, but I just wanted to get a few of my vinyls together from the 70s and talk you through them. And that is the track listing, but I will show you on the back and talk you through them. On the back, it's exactly the same image. And the catalogue number for this vinyl is APL10388. And at the bottom, side A, Raised on Rock, Are You Sincere? Find Out What's Happening, I Miss You, Girl of Mine. Side B, For Old Time's Sake, If You Don't Come Back, Just a Little Bit, Sweet Angeline, 3 Corn Patches. Absolutely love Are You Sincere, Girl of Mine, I Miss You, 3 Corn Patches. So again, I love that album as well. A couple of weak songs on there. I feel I'm not overly keen on Just a Little Bit, and I'm not overly keen, if I'm honest, on Sweet Angeline either. But again, all good songs. The next one from the 1970s that I want to show you is Promised Land. Now again, I think that image of Elvis is possibly from around 1974. And again, Promised Land. Again, another studio album from Elvis in the 1970s. And Return to the Reverse. And what I like about the back of this vinyl is the promotion of some other Elvis releases. So there you got the Raised on Rock, Having Fun with Elvis on Stage, Good Times, and Live on Stage in Memphis. Now this is on the Music on Vinyl label. So again, I've had this in my collection. It was released in 75, but this is the reissue. So again, on Promised Land, the track listing is as follows. Side A, Promised Land, There's a Honky Tonk Angel Who Will Take Me Back In, Help Me, Mr. Songman, Love Song of the Year, Side B, It's Midnight. Your love's been a long time coming. If you talk in your sleep, thinking about you. You asked me to. I absolutely love There's a Honky Tonk Angel, Promised Land, Mr. Songman, but my all-time favourite on Promised Land would have to be Help Me. So that is Promised Land. The next one we have is Elvis, also called the Fool album. And again, this is another album that just did not perform that well in the United Kingdom for Elvis. Personally, I think the reasons are because it was released not long after the Aloha from Hawaii concert. So with that album, Aloha from Hawaii, performing so well, I think this kind of lost its way in the charts. So again, the image on the front cover there is from the concert Aloha from Hawaii, and I have the original sticker on the front, including the hit single Fool. Great song, that is great. Such a great song, Fool is. And again, I do love that image from Aloha from Hawaii. And on the back, it's promoting again Elvis as recorded at Madison Square Garden and Elvis Aloha from Hawaii via satellite. Catalogue number for this vinyl is SF8378. Track listing is as follows. Fool, Where Do I Go From Here? It's Impossible, It's Still Here, I Will Be True. Side B, I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen. That's What You Get for Loving Me, Padre. Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. Love Me, Love the Life I Lead. Now, in all honesty, I would say this is probably Elvis's weakest album of the 1970s. I'm sorry if you disagree with me, but it's got some good tracks on it, but it's probably one of the albums from the 1970s that I do not go back to a lot. But side A, I do love It's Impossible. I do like Where Do I Go From Here and the title track Fool. Side B, my favourite would probably have to be Love Me, Love the Life I Lead. But again, my least favourite album from the 1970s. The next one, Elvis's last recorded studio album, Moody Blue. And again, believe it or not, this has to be one of my favourite cover album images of Elvis. I just loved the design of how they went about it with the shining light coming down on Elvis. And I think that image of Elvis is possibly from around 1975. And I absolutely love the Elvis logo. I think it's just a classic Elvis logo there. And again, there you go, promoting the hits Moody Blue and Way Down. A catalogue number for this vinyl is AFL12428. Let me turn to the back. And again, on the back, another image of Elvis. Again, that's possibly 72, 73. Now, I have mentioned this in previous uploads of mine. I just don't know why RCA didn't put recent photos of Elvis on the front cover. I mean, obviously in 1977, when this was originally released, Elvis had gained weight. But for me, why put an image of Elvis on the front cover that's from 2, 3, 4, even maybe up to 5 years previously? For me, I think they should have stuck with an early image from 1977 where he did look trimmer and look more healthier. But that's my only personal opinion. What's yours? So again, the track listing on Elvis's last recorded studio album is as follows. Side A, Unchained Melody, If You Love Me, Let Me Know. Little Darling, He'll Have to Go. Let Me Be There. Side B, Way Down, Pledging My Love, Moody Blue, She Thinks I Still Care, It's Easy for You. And I absolutely adore Let Me Be There. I love Little Darling, If You Love Me, Let Me Know, the haunting Unchained Melody. And My all-time favourite would have to be It's Easy For You on this album. So again, Elvis's last studio album, Moody Blue. The next one that I want to share with you all is On Stage. And again, great image of Elvis there on the front cover. That's from 1969, 1970, I believe. I think it's 1970. I just love the classic design of this front cover sleeve. I love how it says On Stage, and the designers got this image spot on at the time. And on the back, another great image of Elvis there, and the catalogue number for this vinyl is SF8128, and the track listing on Stage is as follows. Side 1, CC Rider, Release Me and Let Me Love Again, Sweet Caroline, Runaway, The Wonder of You. Side 2, Polk Salad Annie, Yesterday, Proud Mary, Walk a Mile in My Shoes, Let It Be Me. And again, I just can't choose a favourite. And the Wonder of You is just a number one in the United Kingdom, and always has been a favourite of mine. I love his cover version of Sweet Caroline, Walk a Mile in My Shoes. But I absolutely, watching Elvis do Polk Salad Annie live, it's just amazing. So again, such an outstanding album from the early 1970s. The final one that I want to share with you all today has one of my favourite Elvis songs on it. Many people ask me, do you have an ultimate favourite song of Elvis? No, but I do have personal favourites that I tend to go back to, where they do mean an awful lot to me for specific reasons, and one of them songs is on this album. So this album is Elvis Today, and again, the image on the front there is from 1973, and I just love again the design of the front cover of the Today album. And on the back, again, it's just promoting recent releases. It has The Promised Land, Having Fun with Elvis on Stage, recorded live on stage in Memphis, and the Good Times album. Catalogue number for this album is as follows. When I can find it, where is the catalogue number? Right, let me try and find that first for you. I am sorry. Oh, here we go. The catalogue number is RS 1011, RS 1011. I am sorry about that. On the back, the track listing for the Today album is as follows. Side A, Trouble, And I Love You So, Susan When She Tried, Woman Without Love, Shake a Hand. Side B, Pieces of My Life, Fairy Tale, I Can Help, Bringing It Back, Green Green Grass of Home. Now, people to my channel, I've always spoken in the past about a song that means that has a lot of special meaning to me, and that is Bringing It Back. I do tend to go back to that song an awful lot, so Bringing It Back is in my top 5 favourite recorded songs from Elvis on the Today album. So again, that is the Today album. So let me go back in reverse. So Today, On Stage, Moody Blue, Elvis Fool album, Promised Land, Raised on Rock, Good Times, Elvis Now, my favourite 1970s album, That's the Way It Is. And finally, Elvis Country. Now, I hope you enjoyed that upload. Which is your favourite Elvis album from the 1970s? A studio album, recorded wise, I mean. So again, I do have a few missing. Believe it or not, the one album that I do not own on vinyl is from Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. Now, I am looking at purchasing that as soon as I possibly can. I very rarely see it in any second-hand record store. I know it is available like through the Follow That Dream label, and I think you're looking at over 80, 90 pounds. So I might have to go down the road of purchasing it that way, but I do want to get that added to my collection as soon as possible because that's another great album. And but there is many more from the 1970s, but I just wanted to share these selected few. Again, which is your favourite out of the ones I've just shared in this upload? Talk me through the reasons behind it. Which are your favourite songs on the albums? Which is your least favourite? Which album aren't you overly keen on? Again, a lot of people always go back to the Fool album or the Now album as their least favourites. But again, please share in the comments below your feelings. Again, thank you for returning to my channel to watch this upload. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, 100% Pure Elvis, please subscribe. It helps make my channel grow. Please share it with other Elvis fans who might not know about my channel. And as I always say, please keep Elvis close to your hearts. Please keep on playing his music. It's so important to me. And love to you all. Speak soon, everybody. Bye-bye.